Coffee was a ritual in the morning. Nothing happened before coffee. And if coffee wasn't served in a timely time, I'd get am I getting coffee today? I'm working on it.
Remember this? With Sarah and Tony walking up the steps to the National Library?
Yep, unbelievable. In January of 2022, the Northeast had a big blizzard, which isn't a big deal. It snows all the time, but this time it was going to be different.
Conditions really deteriorated fast.
The wind is pretty brutal. This will be a storm that will go in the history books.
My work shift was supposed to start at 2:30 in the morning, so at around midnight, I said to Patrice, I'm going to go out and shovel the snow around the car and so I could just drive out. And so I stayed out a little bit too late shoveling. Patrice said, it's really cold and let's go in and let's call it quits. We went in and some snow had gotten into my boots, so I changed my socks and I had done some damage.
John presented with frostbite to the hospital, and John is afflicted with a condition that many Americans have, which is called chronic limb-threatening ischemia. In fact, 3.8 million Americans have this diagnosis, and 50% of these patients end up with a major amputation within 6 months.
They called the surgeon in, and he looked at me and he said, you're going to lose the toe tomorrow, and then you're going to lose another toe, and another toe, and another toe. He goes, we'll end up taking all your toes.
Ultimately, that blood can't get to the tissue in order to heal because of that small calcified artery disease in the foot.
For the next month, I saw the toes start to degrade, and it was coming true what the surgeon had said to me. The normal course of action is to do a below-the-knee amputation, to try to stem the loss of your entire leg. And the problem with the below-the-knee amputation is the difficulties persist and move up your leg. And the further they go up your leg, the morbidity, the problem of death is a real situation that has to be dealt with in the future. We put a lot of work into all of our life, and we're comfortable because of all of this work. But you stop, and every little project you did over all these years stops. And the project, it became me. I was introduced to Dr. Dua, who explained to me the lymph flow procedure, which would insert 2 stents to try to save the leg.
For patients who have inadequate blood flow to the foot, lymph flow redefines anatomy and diverts blood from the arterial circulation to the veins so that healthy blood flow can return to the foot, ultimately leading to wound healing and limb salvage.
I'll fight every day to have a good life. If there's a chance, I'm going to take it. I went into surgery and I woke up. Dr. Dua said, this worked. That was the foundation for stabilizing the fact that I would have a lower leg and partial foot for the rest of my life. You can get the best possible outcome. It's going to take some time and work, and it's going to take a lot of people who know a lot. Dr. Dewar, the vascular surgeon, Dr. Rose, the podiatrist, the doctors were unbelievable and all communicated between their specialties to make my outcome happen.
In John's case, his wife was his primary support, and I can't tell you how critical this is. This procedure is not a one and done.
We were just into hard recovery time. Another 5-6 months of non-weight bearing. Hit all your follow-up appointments. Make sure your home healthcare nurses come home. Make sure you take care of this wound vac that's on you. It's not easy for me. It wasn't easy for my wife. It was a grind. But you come out on the other end and you're okay.
John is exactly the type of patient that we hope to reach and help with the lymph flow procedure. It really does require hard work, persistence, and I have no doubt that part of the reason that he's kept his leg, that he's on the journey to healing and happiness and quality of life, stems from all the things that John was fortunate enough to have in his life because of how he led his life.
I'm stronger than I was a month ago. I'm stronger than I was 3 months ago. I'm stronger than I was a year ago. And my capabilities keep growing. I do look forward to walking over and making the coffee. Now I even get to do the dishes. The new plan is to start enjoying life to what we can manage now. Every day is a new adventure. It's good. It's a good life.